So this is going to be a stream if you haven't read on weather stations and the symbols that are used by them. Big note here is that this stuff is primarily used behind the scenes of a lot of weather stations, of almost like any local news station, and is uh, usually only by the NWS and is shown and applied by them, usually not by anyone else. There are NWS surface maps available, though if you look on their website, you can always go check those out. So first, obviously, is the weather station itself and how to read it. This will be the layout of a weather station here. All National Weather Service and therefore US weather stations are universal in how they order all of this. So you have your temperature. This will be in Fahrenheit, and dew points will be in Fahrenheit as well. You have your wind line, and this line indicates the direction the wind is coming from, not where the wind is going to. So the wind is coming from the north-northwest in this example. And the pressure is 1010.7 millibars here, because sea level pressure is in tenths. Obviously, you have all of these that we are going to be going over. First off is your temperature and dew point. Since I'm in the USA, we're going to be using Fahrenheit. Self-explanatory. This is not the temperature index. This is not a heat index or a wind chill. This is the temperature outside. Dew point temperature. A lot of people get this confused with moisture. Do not confuse the two. Dew point. Hello, Frida. Ought to be interesting. Yeah. So, dew point is the temperature required for air to reach 100% humidity. Generally, as a rule of thumb, at or above 55 Fahrenheit is required for thunderstorms. Of course, if you have a higher base thunderstorm, the dew point can be lower than that. But dew temps above 68 Fahrenheit are key to be able to predict severe storms. Recently I had a big severe band come through. However, of course, it went just around us on both sides. But that day, our dew point was, I believe it was like 74. It was very high. 71 is a very high dew point. Next up are clouds, and there are a lot of them. There's even different types. You have your low, middle, and high. You have your vertical, which is only cumulus. You have your horizontal, which is mainly stratus, and then you have your rain, which, if you remember from the front stream, is nimbostratus and cumulonimbus. If there are any clouds in the sky, there will almost always be one type. Sorry, there will always be more than one type, pardon me. In this example, and with all weather stations, if it's able to be reported, the highest level cloud will be on the top, middle cloud in the middle, and low cloud. I don't think I need to explain where. The lowest cloud will also have its base height underneath it. So in the example here, you have cirrus at the top, which is expected of cirrus, which is cirrus are high level clouds seen here to the left in our always made of ice. The middle level cloud in this example is altocumulus, seen here in the middle. Autocumulus looks like cumulus, just higher up. Alto for middle, surprisingly. Last but not least is your low-level cloud, which happens to be cumulus in this picture, in this example, with a base of the cloud base of 2,000 feet. And there's a picture of your standard cumulus. The NWS does have different signs for different clouds, and they do come with priority. So Cirrus is one of your your lowest priority cloud with high level clouds. Meanwhile, cumulonimbus is your highest priority low level cloud, which you'd only likely be reporting cumulonimbus if there was one. If there was one at this near that station, because that'd likely be all that you see. And don't hear of course, below the types that there are different species and accessories of cloud. And let me actually write that down. Let me write that down real quick. I can actually physically write this down. Yeah, write clowned. Like a fucking clown that I am. Oops. There we go. Physically written it down. So those would be your clouds. Obviously, I can make a separate stream dedicated to clouds themselves. So pressure is measured in 3 ways actually. I didn't edit. I forgot to edit this to say 3 ways, but I put 2. So there's pascals, which aren't used in when showing to the public. There's inches mercury, INHG, which inches of mercury, and today's thermometers use an equivalent of mercury because, in case you don't know, mercury happens to be toxic to humans. Fun fact, mercury freezes and at negative 40 Fahrenheit, which, and this is true, negative 40 Fahrenheit and negative 40 Celsius are the exact same thing. That is the only time that Fahrenheit and Celsius will agree on anything. And then there's millibars, which is used literally all the time. For weather stations in this example here, pressure is done shorthand in the tenths of millibar. So for example, the pressure here is 999.8, not 998. The same is done for higher pressures. If instead of 998 it was 104, it would be 1010.4. A note here about inches mercury and how I said that it freezes at negative 40. One of the lowest recorded temperatures in the continental U.S. Back when we were still using mercury thermometers standard was negative 40. I think it was actually negative 41 Fahrenheit or negative 42. And there's a massive issue with that because mercury freezes, like is said here and like I said, at negative 40. So we don't know if that record actually holds up. Next here is visibility. This is in miles because we are still in the US. That's around 8 kilometers. I'm not going to explain what visibility is. Everybody should know what this is. Anyway, next up we have current weather, right next to visibility. Now we're making up for the slack of everything here, everything before that. There's a lot of current weather symbols. There's 100. In this example, there are light rain showers. Some brief notes here is that with a bracket, it the the event occurred but not at the time of observation. Two lines or this kind of symbol here is would be a kind of fog at observation time. Large commas are used for drizzle. Is used for drizzle. Large period is used for rain. Asterisks for snow. An elongated triangle is used for rain, and a geometric R with an arrow at the end is thunderstorms. And we will be talking about all these. Oh, I'm sorry. You thought I meant that we were going to be talking about these later. No, we're going to do it right now. So, note here is that ATO means at time of observation. And like I said, there's 100. So, here we go. 0 through 3 are not plotted because they do not matter. Number 4 means visibility reduced by smoke. Number 5 is haze. Number 6 is widespread dust suspension not via wind and also not near or at the station at time of observation. 7 means that there is wind suspended dust at the station, but no well-developed dust swirls. Number 8 means that there are well-developed dust swirls at or near station within observed hour or ATO with no dust storm. Number 9 means that there is a dust storm within site ATO or at least at the station during the previous hour. 10 through 19. Number 10 is mist. These are all at the bottom in case you couldn't tell and numbered. You are welcome. Number 11 means patches of shallow fog, not deeper than 6 feet. I do not know what not deeper than 6 feet means, and I'm not going to try and look it up because I'm going to be confused as hell. Meanwhile, if you can imagine, number 12 means more or less continuous fog, again not deeper than 6 feet. 13 means that there is non-thunderous lightning, which is called dry lightning. Number 14 means that there is precipitation in sight, but it is not reaching ground. This is called virga. Number 15, precipitation is reaching ground and is more than 3 miles away from the station, so distant. 16, precipitation is reaching ground and is in sight within 3 miles of station. 17 is no precip thunder, which okay. Isn't lightning required for thunder? Yes. Why do they not see the lightning? I don't know. Number 18 means that a squall is within sight, and number 19 means funnel clouds or tornadoes. Usually funnel clouds, because they wouldn't be reporting if there's a tornado. Before we go any further, quick little fact about my local weather service down in Lincoln, Illinois. Their break room is in the direct middle of their office, and it is also their safe room. It is cinder block and cement and has a massively weighted door. It is insane. They'll just be in the break room during a tornado like, "Hey Jim, what did you do today?" Reported the tornado and then got here. Oh, right. So, on from that. Part 3. This is at station during the preceding hour, not ATO. Number 20 is non-freezing drizzle or snow grains, not falling as a shower. 21 is non-shower, non-freezing rain. 22 is non-shower snow. 23 is rain and snow or ice pellets, not as a shower. 24 is as a shower or not, freezing drizzle. 25 indicates that showers have ended. 26 indicates that showers of rain, snow, or both have ended. 27 indicates that showers of rain, hail, or both have ended. 28 indicates that fog or ice fog has ended. And 29 indicates that a thunderstorm has ended. Right? Right. Part 4, this all has to do with dust storms and drifting and blowing snow. Quick reminder, since I'm stupid and forgot to say something at the beginning, if anyone has any questions, just type them down and I will explain them as we go along. 30 through 32 have to do with light to moderate dust storms. The first one, number 30, indicates that a sandstorm has decreased. 31 indicates that a sandstorm is still occurring with no appreciable change in intensity. And 32 indicates that a dust storm has begun or has increased. Now 33 through 35 are severe dust storms and indicates the exact same things as 30 and 32, but I'll still go over them. 33 is that a severe sandstorm has decreased. 34, severe sandstorm with no appreciable change. And 35, severe sandstorm has begun or increased. Now here comes the drifting and blowing snow immediately after a dust storm, which is completely realistic, trust me. I live in both Arizona and Alaska at the same time. 36 is below eye level, slight drifting snow. 37 is below eye level, heavy drifting snow. This would be kind of if you've ever if you've ever seen a documentary of the Antarctic, you'll probably see that heavy drifting snow kind of deal. So, 38 is your above eye level, slight drifting snow, and 39 is your above eye level, heavy drifting snow, which can cause a whiteout. 30 through 39, you know what's up next? 40 through 49, baby. This all has to do with fog. So much fun. I'm having fun. Are you guys? Yes. Fog. So, quick thing. As I was researching all of this and doing all this, I I slowly started to see that words were just didn't looked weird anymore. Started to look weird. Fog looked weird. There was something else. Um, there's another word that looked weird, but I completely forgot. Oh, drizzle. Drizzle. Anyway, number 40 indicates that there is fog at a distance ATO, but not at the station within the hour, and is also above head level. 41 indicates that that fog is in patches, while 42 indicates that fog is thinning. 43 indicates that that sky obscuring fog has thinned out, and 44 is that fog has had no appreciable change with time. 45 is the same thing with regular fog, but this time it's sky obscuring because of course. 46, fog has begun or has thickened. 47, sky obscuring fog has begun or thickened. 48 indicates fog or rime ice and the sky is visible. Or ice fog, sorry. 49 indicates that fog, ice fog, or rime ice is present, but the sky is obscured. Now, rime ice is uh, freezing fog, essentially. It is going to accumulate on anything and likely everything. It's definitely nothing to sneeze at. Part 6, this is where you get into more of your more kind of this is more drizzle, but for some reason on this, I'm not kidding, on the NWS website it was labeled fog at time of observation. This all has to do with drizzle again. This is going to be your commas, your heavy commas. This is all around the same thing, just different slightly. 50 and 51. Drizzle is 50 intermittent and slight drizzle. 51 continuous and slight drizzle. 52 intermittent and moderate mizzle. Sorry. Drizzle. 53 continuous and moderate drizzle. 54 intermittent and heavy drizzle. Mizzle. 55 continuous and heavy drizzle. No, don't clip mizzle. Don't do it. 56 is your slight freezing drizzle, while 57 is your moderate to heavy freezing drizzle. 58 is slight drizzle and rain. 59 is moderate to heavy drizzle and rain. You see it has the period as well as the comma. Onto rain, it's so much different. Just get rid of the little dangly part that makes it a comma, why don't you? Okay, I will. This is all the exact same stuff from 60 to 67, except with rain. 68 is light, rain, or drizzle and snow. 69, nice, is moderate to heavy rain or drizzle and snow. Sorry, that was required. Part 8, this is going to be your non-shower solid precipitation, usually snow. This all has to do with the same thing as the rain and drizzle. I'm sorry, Cud. But I'll still go over it since it's snow. 70, you have your slight intermittent snowflakes. 71 is slight continuous. 72 is moderate intermittent, while 73 is moderate continuous. 74 is your heavy intermittent snowfall. And 75 is your heavy continuous snowfall. 76 is interesting because it is ice needles with or without fog. Usually fog does produce ice needles, but it is not required. 77 is, triangle with a line. And is snow grains. I don't know who decided that snow grains look like that, but they don't. 78 makes a lot more sense. It is star-like snow crystals that are more isolated fall, or isolated incidents, and this is with or without fog. And, yes, sleet is triangle with period in it. Yes. Of course. When I think of sleet, I think of triangle. With a circle in it. When I hear on the Weather Channel in the morning that sleet is falling, I think of triangles. That's what I think about. Part 9. This is going to be your showery precipitation. This is usually rain, of course. And yes, triangle. Hey, Bobby, what do showers look to you? What look like to you? Ray, they look like ice cream cones. Bobby, you're brilliant. You're getting promoted. Aw, thank you so much, Mr. Ray. And that's how snow cones apparently are the interpretation for showery precipitation. I don't know why this is a thing, but I mean, it has to be different for something else, am I right? So of course, 80 is your single scoop with your slight rain. 80, I presume that is your sugar cone, and that is your moderate to heavy rain. And if you get a double scoop, you're experiencing violent rain. These are all chocolate flavored. Now 83, you have your vanilla and chocolate scoop, and and you got a slight rain and snow mix. Now you have your sugar cone, vanilla and chocolate, and this is a moderate to heavy rain and snow mix. You have now decided that you want a snow cone with number 85, and you have light snow, but you're like, I want to put my giant snow ice ball in a sugar cone. Well, now you have with moderate to heavy snowfall. Next up, you're like, I want to create art. And now you have with slight snow pellets or small hail, with rain, or a mix, or not. And then you decided that you want to shape your little ice cream into a triangle in a sugar cone. Congratulations! Moderate to heavy snow pellets or small hail. And then you have your chocolate shaped ice cream, which I cannot possibly imagine this sign being used, and I'm not kidding here, because get this. Non-thunderous, slight hail shower with rain or not. What? On what planet are you going to be experiencing hail with no lightning and thunder and no rain? Don't you say downburst, because that has rain in it. Why is this a thing? But of course, because it's a slight hail shower and with your chocolate shaped ice cream, your triangle shaped chocolate ice cream, you have to go with your waffle cone with your uh, chocolate ice cream that's been shaped into a triangle. That of course, this sign is absolutely ridiculous because you are never going to have a hailstorm that is going to have zero lightning, therefore zero thunder and zero rain. It is almost impossible. Yes, I know I said that the keyword yes, I know that the keyword there is almost, but still, I'm very confident in saying that you will rarely ever see number 90 or 89. Just saying. But I digress. We are in the final stretch. This is the last one of all these weather symbols. I don't have anywhere else to cover these guys. I have to cover them here. Moving on from the bastardization that is number 90. Number 91 was a thunderstorm with slight rain that happened within the preceding hour. Number 92 is your preceding hour thunderstorm with moderate to heavy rain. 93 is your preceding hour thunderstorm with a light snow or rain or a mix or even hail. 94 is the exact same thing as 93 but instead moderate to heavy. 95, you have a zero hail light to moderate thunderstorm at time of observation with rain or snow. Number 6 is a slight to moderate thunderstorm with hail, which is actually correct. 97 is a zero hail heavy thunderstorm with rain or snow, which is certainly possible. 98 is a thunderstorm combined with a sandstorm, which is certainly possible, especially in the desert southwest of the United States, because if you remember, thunderstorms have an updraft and a downdraft. That downdraft is going to be kicking up all that dust, and that could, and usually does actually, like Arizona, New Mexico, Nevada, produce dust storms. Last but not least, 99 is your heavy thunderstorm with hail. Congratulations, you guys have survived all 100 of those. Yeah. One of the last ones here, if I'm, yeah, one of the last ones here is sky cover. We still have one more. There are 10 different identifiers, and these are at the bottom in order. You have your zero clouds, 1/8 to 7/8, 8 out of 8. Oh, switch to your phone. Okay, God, that's okay. uh, Last but not least is your total coverage, which would be your 8 out of 8, which doesn't need a fraction. And then last but not least, your obscured. Obscured would be obviously with, say, a sandstorm or a thunderstorm. Well, rather, a thunderstorm would just be total coverage. Yeah. One of the last one here is pressure changes. So there are anywhere from 8 to 9 of these different lines to show pressure change. And this is on the right-hand side of the number. This line right here. Like before, like with pressure, like with your 9, just like with your 999.8, this is also measured in tenths. So for example, it was steady, then over the 3 hours has dropped 0.3 millibars. So 3 hours ago, this would have been 101, so it would have been 1010.1. And you have your graph here indicating all of the lines. However, if you notice here, the one in the example isn't on the table, and I don't know why that is. I don't know why. But if it's this example, by the way, I got from the NWS website. So like, why is it not on their table? It's weird. I don't understand. Ah, did I go too far? I did not. No, I went too far. Again, we're in the home stretch of all this here. Duh Bears. I mean, sorry, the Duh Lions. For those who don't know, Chicago Bears. Duh Bears. Uh, football team that's not soccer. It's American football. The lines are wind measurements. It is measured in knots, and knots are relatively easy to transfer into miles per hour, and are shown with these barbs here at the bottom, as you can see. The barbs are always on the right, quote unquote, right side on the wind direction line. Again, the wind is moving from the southwest, not to the southwest, at around 20 knots. And the NWS says that the wind direction is based on a 36-point compass. However, there's only such a thing as a 32-point compass. But okay, NWS. National Weather Service be inventing compasses up in this bitch. I'm telling you, it's weird as hell. One of, if I believe that this is, yep, yeah, this is the last one here. And this has to do with previous weather. This does not include all 100 of the current weather symbols. Instead, it simplifies them to only 6. Or sorry, 7. Yeah, 7. Had to do some quick maths there because I don't trust myself. And I'm bad at math, as you can see, because 6 plus 3 is 9. But there are 3 separate NA, N/A ones. Your first one is sandstorm. Your second one here is your fog or smoke or thick dust. You have your drizzle, rain, snow, showers, and thunderstorms. And also, a note here is that it will be the most significant that has happened within the past 3 hours. So that is all there is to weather stations. Uh, what I'm going to be working on, I'm working on a job right now. It's extremely likely that I'll be working very, very soon. I likely will not be able to consistently stream for a bit, and it's possible that I won't be able to stream again. However, I still am working on a rare weather slides because you never know, right? If this is my last stream, thank you guys, every single one of you, so much. As you can imagine, I've never ever hated doing this. I mean, I wouldn't be streaming these if I didn't like doing them. And thank you all for choosing to watch me, of course. I have like one of the smallest niches ever with what I'm doing here. So, thanks. I'll attempt to give updates on my Discord on if I'll be able to stream or not. Because I only did a drug test, what was it, 2-3 days ago? It does take around a weekish for those to come through. So it is most certainly possible that I'll be able to stream next Tuesday, which would again be the rare weather slides. But I don't know. Thank you guys so much for coming today. I hope you guys learned some stuff as always. And I will possibly see you guys next Tuesday or just Tuesday. If I don't, then thank you so much for tuning in when you guys did on my streams.